Okay, gun meme review. So Brandon Herrera, as you all know, he's a YouTuber. He also won his Republican primary in the great state of Texas, and I wish him all the best in the wars to come. Good luck to you. But listen, DC's a cesspool. You're going to find more villainy there than ever before. So good luck to you, buddy. So make us laugh, make us cry with the gun meme reviews. Let's go check it out. We haven't done this in a while. Gun meme reviews. Laugh and joke and a swell good time.
Yup.
That is the bluest of falcons.
What is going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Darwin Awards. One of my favorite segments that you guys love and YouTube hates. But as we say in this series, guns are awesome.
Yes.
Idiots, on the other hand, not so much.
No.
When you put the two of those things together, sometimes you end up with the recipient of what we refer to as a Darwin Award. It's an award given, often posthumously, that signifies you have done something so stupid that you have removed yourself from the gene pool and the fittest continue to survive. Now, of course, the purpose of this video and this video series has always been to try to teach gun safety in a fun and engaging way. And I find usually the best way to do that is to integrate a little bit of dark humor. So if you're squeamish when it comes to videos and clips like that, I would look away now. Look away, don't click away. Papa needs that ad revenue.
When the video is over, you have my permission to leave.
And don't forget to give it a hype, too. Apparently that's a thing now.
You know, with this series, I found I have a lot more fun with it when I have special guest appearances. So this time, making his Darwin Awards debut, the man who usually stays behind the camera, or at least behind the computer, we have DeLance.
Oh, what's going on, everybody?
So DeLance has been helping me out with the videography and a lot of the editing on the channel for, what's it been, like 10 years?
Just about. Scary as it is, it has been almost 10 years.
Right in immortality. Anyway, honestly, you've been a somewhat highly requested guest, so...
Who is asking for that?
I don't know, these guys, I guess.
Somebody.
You're welcome. You'll be sorry. I have not seen any of these clips yet, so this will be my first time seeing whatever hell you have prepared for me.
We get some good ones. This first one, I'm going to get out of the way real quick, just because this has been... Every time one of these videos goes viral, I get like 30,000 DMs. Have you seen this yet? Yes. Yes, I have. Oh, God, yeah.
No.
All right, well, let's turn that fucking music down. Rubbing the gun on his face like a real winner.
That's where that
No.
goes.
Looks like a sawn-off rifle, sawn-off shotgun or something like that. Not like a good one, but like...
What is that up front? Is there duct tape involved?
I think it's a duct tape foregrip. But yeah, he's shooting it with one hand, so...
This is going to go well.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 guesses.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Took his hat right off.
Stupid. Dummy. You deserve that.
The way the hat just immediately...
Look at that freeze frame.
Full-on Sorcerer's Apprentice hat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, knocks hat and glasses off.
Good.
Gives him the Princess Diaries makeover. I think it also hits his fucking car.
Good.
First his grill, then the Jeep grill.
Yeah. Good.
These are the puns I usually have to put up with when we film, by the way. Now, this next one has a preliminary lesson to it. Today, we're going to learn about something called height over bore. So you got this gentleman here, which I'm like reasonably sure is actually Such.
Would have been popping that booty.
Oh, boy. That's a big snack.
Hope I don't put a permanent mark on the top of my truck.
I hope not.
No.
Yeah, at that angle, you're going to put a permanent mark over the
Yes,
truck.
you are. Yes, you are. You idiot.
Whoa, dude!
Idiot.
Oh no!
Good sport about it, at least.
Can you believe it?
He just sailed 4 rounds right into the hood of his car. Now, the reason behind this, and this will be relevant for the next clip, so pay attention. The reason behind it is something called height over bore. Are you familiar with that? Here, let me just grab a fucking gun.
Yeah, all the people who constantly ask in the comments, is that a real wall or a green screen?
No, it's a
I
real
hate to
wall.
tell you, but I'm not this good at green screen.
All right, so the gun is clear. So with height over bore, what we're talking about is where I'm seeing out through the optic compared to where the bullet is coming out through the actual barrel. So while I see what I'm aiming at through the red dot up here, in real life, when you're close, if it's zeroed for like 50 yards, that bullet's going to make impact at the 50-yard mark where my optic says it will. But if you're closer than that, you have to account for the distance between the line of sight on the red dot and where the barrel is. Because as you can see here, it's clearly like 3 inches higher, which is what Such did not do in this clip.
Whoa, dude!
You were just assuming it's Such at this point.
I'm pretty sure it is. If not, sorry.
He's catching strays just like his hood.
Oh no! Oh my God!
So we're moving to the other side of the world.
I
no.
recognize that facial profile.
Why?
I think I just.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
This dude's about to do the ultimate homie check.
Oh,
No!
He's going to be
No!
shooting a cigarette out of his mouth with an underfolder AK.
which we have seen once before.
Yes. Apparently, this is a common thing they do there. It's like, in at least in the States, we just do fucking trust falls.
3. No, wait, no!
I love the dude holding him, by the way. Support.
No.
Whoa!
So succeeds. Sorry, terrorist music now, but
That's a good shot.
it's an impressive shot. That's because he knew about height over bore. Because if he didn't, what is the difference, you'd say, between the bore of an AK and the iron sight of an AK? Probably about the distance
The
from
length of a
cigarette to
cigarette.
mouth.
Not good. They smoke a lot of camels in the Middle East.
Oh boy.
Only when they misbehave. I don't know. So speaking of the Middle East, a lot of the things that we feature on the channel sometimes are different ways it can go wrong. You know, when they do their wedding celebrations, where they just fire up a bunch of guns in the air.
Yeah.
What comes up must come down, but a lot of times it doesn't even finish going up. And that's what we're going to see actually in this side of the pond.
Oh no, we did it?
I believe we did.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where in the United States it is, but I don't even think anybody can get mad at me for saying it's the ghetto.
Why is that?
Well,
Hey, I'm from the ghetto, bitch!
Okay. Well, the guy on the camera said it, so no one can get canceled.
Oh, Andre, you dumb fuck.
well,
Hey, I'm from the ghetto, bitch! Oh, Andre, you dumb fuck. Oh, Andre, you dumb fuck.
To be fair, they announced everything perfectly.
Well, you know, they said they were from the ghetto. And then Andre's a dumb F because apparently it would have been Andre who shot the Transformer.
They announced they were indeed in the ghetto, behaved like it, and then called out the specific guy who broke the environment.
accountability.
Andre was indeed a
Dumb fuck.
Looks like they're going to need an electrician.
That one.
I know a guy.
I don't know where you want me to go from here.
better. It's better that he put the light out than putting his buddy's lights out.
It's true.
When you're popping off like that.
It wasn't even a street light. I think it was like a power transformer or some shit. I
So-
think he hit the power
Oh,
box.
great. The whole neighborhood has to live in the darkness because of your activities.
Correct. No, because of Andre.
Andre, you dumb fuck.
So how many clips do you think we need to go through before we can show somebody getting slimed?
Probably not till after the ad.
Ad.
Well, you guys want a real Inception moment? Opening a tack pack with a knife that you got from a prior tack pack. Tack Pack is the ultimate subscription box service where you can get cool shit like Walker Electronic Ear Pro that you probably shouldn't throw,
Good.
AR-15 grips, MFT belly band holsters. Belly band's a funny word. High-speed gear mag
Belly
pouches,
band.
mechanics gloves, and more. Tack Pack has been a long-standing sponsor of the channel, and if you use the code AKGUY, you'll get a free $60 tactical gift with your purchase. I will stab you with my Tack Pack knife.
Tag back.
Yes, look at that. That's friendship and love.
Thank you to Tack Pack for sponsoring this video. Also, big shout out to SDI for continuing to sponsor the channel. If you've ever wanted to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can check out the Sonoran Desert Institute over at sdi.edu using the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Back to this clusterfuck of a video. So let's venture for a second back to the Middle East. Said our
Right.
government multiple times. Actually, I'm not sure if
And
this
we're going back there again. Oh, a barrel of oil going to be $200, then $300. Then getting gas for your car is going to be a phantom memory. Yeah.
is the Middle East or Africa, but you'll get the vibe. So, loading an AK, flagging everyone.
Oh!
And that's the one mistake everybody always makes. Well, there's a lot of mistakes that led to this, but the one hand up in the air.
No.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
No.
Yup.
Stupid idiot. Stupid. Stupid.
He popped his boy square in the chest.
I felt that.
All right, this is a little morbid. The confetti.
Okay.
Did you not notice that the first
No.
time? Dude, he
Oh man, that is the bluest of falcons.
Yep.
Again, it's another example of how firearms can be super cool, but you have to be responsible for them, because if you fuck around, you will find out. I mean, not to put too boomer of a meme on it, but stands true.
Do you want to talk about the rules of gun safety?
I think that's actually a great time to talk about the rules of gun safety.
The things that could have prevented that from happening.
And pretty much most of the things we're going to talk about today. 1, treat every weapon as if it is loaded. If you're in my house, safe bet it probably is. 2, keep your finger off of the trigger until you are ready to fire. 3, never point your weapon at anything you are not willing to destroy. And 4, know your target and what's behind it. But seriously, most of the times, in order to have a firearm accident that will lead to injury or sometimes death, you need to be violating at least one, usually multiple of these rules of gun safety. If you stick to the basic 4 rules, all right, there's other things that are good ideas, but if you just stick to the basic 4 rules, honestly, most of the time, you're going to be okay. That is not what this next person did. So we got a gentleman who's at a firearm range. He's pulling his gun out of the bag, out of the box.
Nice little stretch there.
No.
Well, here's the thing. If you look closely, he's already waving the pistol around.
No.
Then he goes in for a nice big stretch.
No.
Ah, yes. Oh no.
Oh yeah. And hats off, no pun intended, to this instructor. I don't know if it is an instructor or somebody else at the
Hey, I'm glad it's an instructor at the range.
range, but immediately comes up and motherfucks this guy.
Good.
He even does like a little recreation of it, like his little stretch and everything. He's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, yeah, you flagged the entire range, which if you're not familiar with the term, flagging is when you're pointing guns at people that you're obviously not intending to shoot. Try to think of it like this. There's an imaginary laser coming out of the barrel of your gun. And if that's contacting somebody at any point, that's not a good thing. You're breaking one of the rules. So seriously, W to that firearm instructor or whoever that gentleman was, because you got to hold your own people accountable.
Good.
Tim Pool is a hero.
That's not Tim Pool.
So next up, this is a pretty egregious example of flagging, I would say.
Scrabble word of the day.
Scrabble.
So somebody's going to get a gun pointed at them.
Pretty good bet. And as we see, there's a lot of alcohol on the table
no.
already. So let's see where this goes.
What could go wrong?
It must be.
No.
Oh dear.
Yep. Flagging the camera guy, everyone.
Appropriate reaction.
He's trying to tell him, look, I got the magazine in my pocket. We're good to go. As he continues to flag the entire group with his finger on the trigger. And he proceeds to try to rack the slide to show that it's not loaded. Doing a very bad job with his finger on the trigger.
Yeah. Then just shoves it right back.
So, I mean, how many rules of gun safety were violated right there? I mean, he finger on the trigger the whole time, was not treating that weapon as if it was loaded, pointing it.
All right, guy's a big time genius. Don't worry. Listen. Mother Nature has a whole system in place.
at something I'm assuming he was not willing to destroy.
He just has a lot of hate in his heart.
Honestly, like they're lucky that something bad didn't go down.
I don't think he ever successfully got the round out of there.
It didn't look like, I don't know what kind of pistol that was. Just the quality's not very good, but it didn't look like he was pulling it far enough
Yeah,
back.
it looked like he was struggling with it. Nothing was coming out. And then he just decided, screw it. Let me point it at my butt cheek right now.
Which, by the way, butt cheeks, very bleedy. They do not, pelvic bowl area in general, it's something that a lot of police and law enforcement are being taught, and military even are being taught to aim at now. That is certainly one of the places I would like to be shot the least, because unless you get a tourniquet on that very quickly, very high chance you die within 30 seconds.
Yeah, and not to mention pelvic area. You know, your butt's there, your weighing bone is there, and just to include the ladies, your vajayjay's there too. Just throwing it out there.
All of your appendages below the waist are very veiny.
Yep.
And pointing a weapon at something he was probably not willing to destroy in his own ass.
Actually, speaking of legs being bleedy bits, I hope this audio is copyright free because this is just so fucking funny. I feel like we need to leave the audio.
For the sake of comedy, you have to hear it in its original presentation.
Yes, because there's no audio otherwise. But this gentleman was apparently just ghetto carrying a handgun in what looks to be a hotel lobby or something like this.
Oh.
And I'll go ahead and spoil it because it happens so fast. But he pops himself in the fucking leg. There you are. He hobbles over, and you see it's very full already.
Oh.
The blur is back.
Yep.
Oh.
But you just see, like, for whatever reason, he feels like pulling his pants back up. That's a little bit too much blood on the floor to be worried about modesty, I think.
I think we've all shamefully pulled our pants back up at one point in our life, but hopefully not for that reason.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So the man who shot himself added that music himself.
Yes, yeah, that was his post.
This is not somebody online adding
No.
culturally appropriate music. This is his own choice for how he would like his story to be told.
This next one I actually cannot show on YouTube. It's the child endangerment policy.
Oh no.
Even if a child doesn't get hurt in the clip, like in no way, shape, or form is the child harmed, because they were put in danger, YouTube won't allow it. So this next clip will be available exclusively on Pepperbox. That is our streaming platform that basically we put up all sorts of, uncensored, fully uncensored Darwin Awards. So if you want to see this without the censorship, as well as all the past episodes of Darwin Awards without the censorship. So if you want to check that out, the links are down in the description and in the pinned comment. That's also where a bunch of our friends upload a lot of their content, some of which is entirely exclusive, and all of it's completely ad-free. All the sponsored bits are cut out. There's no ads breaking up your stuff. So if you want to start your free trial, the links are down in the description and in the pinned comment, where you will see all of the fucked up shit we couldn't include in this episode. Now, this next clip, I'm unsure of what they're fucking doing here, to be perfectly honest with you.
I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, so I think he's telling her to shoot the house.
No!
Is this their house? I have questions.
You ain't aim. All right.
I think it was the brass. I think it's the
Yeah.
ejecting brass he freaked the fuck out by. But what was he telling her?
What the hell?
You hit the house.
You ain't aim. All right.
Just getting showered with hot brass.
And then she immediately points the gun at him. And he picks it up and immediately points it at her. So, well, that's one of the reasons
What
why
could
you
go
have
wrong?
to dress appropriate in range attire. Because, I mean, we've seen those videos in the past. I mean, you could pull up any clip you'd like of especially women in like low-cut tops or things like that rounds can, or the casings themselves, the hot brass can just bounce in and cause a real bad day.
But legitimately, though, pointed at the house. Whose house is this?
I don't know. It's not really clear. Did we just see the world's laziest like drive-by, or like did they own the house and it was being destroyed? Or
I have a lot of questions.
I would hope that would be the case. Like, I hope this was their empty house. Now this next one is
Okay, this is gonna be funny. Which, by the way, look
lot of
again. Look, I've actually felt the kiss of a hot brass before. I know, and it hurts, but you gotta suck it up.
I'm loving this thumbnail.
No,
That's how you hold a gun.
Yeah, so we got an FAL here.
Good.
Right in the fuck.
Good. Fucking good. 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 Learn a lesson about holding a weapon, you stupid bastard.
Fucking mouth. Third dentistry clip. And here we are. The pool of blood on the ground. I don't know what Pakistani dentistry is like, but I have guesses.
So far, we've gotten some pretty good karmic justice. You know, that guy who's just kind of being an ass with a gun that you really feel like needs a good pop in the mouth. They're getting exactly that from the universe.
But one of the things that we talk about a lot on Darwin Awards too is not just, you know, what you can do to fuck yourself up with a gun, which, I mean, there's a lot if you're not careful, but also part of Darwin Awards is, you know, one of the stupid things you can do with a gun is allow yourself to be around people you don't trust with a gun. You know, there's a lot of places I won't go if I don't trust the people that are around handling firearms, or people that I won't go to the range with because I've seen them handle them poorly. It's just not worth the risk. And so this next guy finds this out.
Nice carpet.
No.
It's actually the entire Iranian Air Force there on the ground.
Oh!
I didn't have time to say anything, and a man got capped.
Yeah. He was trying to do the thing where, you know, shoot up in the air, and absolutely.
Oh! Oh, God. Stupid idiot.
But plot twist.
Now I'm confused.
I don't know if it's blanks. That's the one thing. Because where it seemingly went off, it either skimmed him.
It was close to the side of his head.
Because I've been hit at blanks at pretty close range before, like way too unsafe close.
You got popped in the eye with a blank.
Yeah, it'll still fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like blanks, I mean, blanks kill people. People don't realize that. Blanks are not as safe as most people assume. They think it's like, oh, no repercussion. No, they can still fuck you up pretty severely. But in this case, I couldn't tell if it was a blank or he got skimmed. But the thing was, he immediately put up his hand, like asking for a hand up.
Scar, brother, help me.
Either way, dick move.
Blank or not, maybe don't be popping it off inside a movie theater or whatever it is they are.
I don't know. I think they might be on a patio because there's trees and shit in the background.
I think I'm just bred to assume that kind of carpet only exists in the lobby of movie theaters.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like just be safe with it. Like don't swing them around. I call them toys, in like kind of a tongue-in-cheek way, but you can't treat them like they aren't what they are, which is an instrument that is meant to punch a hole in something at great velocity. Yes, they're still great for home defense. Yes, they're still great to carry, to defend your family, to defend your home, to defend against, well, anything else. But you can't lose sight of what they were built for and what they're capable of doing, even when you're having fun.
It's too easy to get carried away having a good time. And if nobody else has gotten hurt yet, you can just carry on assuming that nobody will until your friend's on the ground.
You probably heard so many times, ironically, it doesn't have an effect anymore, but complacency kills.
Yep.
You know, if you get complacent, if you forget what these things are capable of doing, or it just slips your mind, it only takes a fraction of a second for you to do something irreparable to a friend. So just something to keep in mind.
I'm glad Habibi is okay.
Probably. We don't know.
Maybe. Habibi, you all right? Well, not in Dubai, you're not. The poop bottles are out.
Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Darwin Awards. I hope you learned something, and even if you didn't, I hope it was at least entertaining. We had a lot of fun doing it. DeLance, thanks again for coming on. It's interesting to have you on this side of the camera for a change.
Yeah, half the time I'm literally just sitting 3 feet that way, just being told I'm like Harry Potter, just like, and I'll be sitting alone in my room making no noise and pretending I don't exist.
You're the GMR cuck. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, do you want to say it?
Well, I won't see it in the next video because I'll be back in my cuck corner.
Yeah, your chair.
Appreciate you guys for
chair.
watching all the
Sit
way
in
to
your
the end.
chair.
And we will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks, guys.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon. Like Rasputin's rise to the top. Back je can't
But this will be your, the James DeFranco. First time? It just cut to that.
James DeFranco.
James DeFranco. You know what
James Franco. James Franco.
Hi, blooper reel.
Hey, sexy Phil. I mean, you were on his show. Or you got
Phil DeFranco?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Phil DeFranco, yeah. Remember when his name was Sexy Phil?
No.
I do. That's how old I am. Oh, God.
That was his original channel name, yeah. Different time.
Because what you know that when you put crack in the hood, they are powerless to not do crack.
Yeah. Boy, different time, man. God, I'm old now. I'm really old. Well, actually, my birthday was on 21st in February. So, hey, I'm 41. Yay! Anyways, what do we learn here? Oh, boy, my camera making me disappear. Anyways, what do we learn here? Well, first of all, guns are cool. People are morons. And look, when you have a friend named Andre, make sure, you don't go around shooting the transformer and then the power goes out. All right. And hold on. Somebody wrote here. This isn't technically the first Congressional Darwin Awards, is it? It probably is. The gangsters down the party. Hold on. You know what? We gotta do one more of this one. Hold on. Where's it at? Hold on. Here we go. We got to return back to this one. This is us. We did it. USA.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where in the United States it is, but I don't even think anybody can get mad at me for saying it's the ghetto.
Why is that?
Well,
Hey, I'm from the ghetto, bitch. Oh, Andre, you dumb fuck.
Andre, you stupid bastard. What's wrong with you? Shout out again to Brandon Herrera. Original link to this video is in the description box below. At least people aren't being too stupid. Obviously, YouTube guidelines are probably being very strict on Brandon and a lot of gun tubers. And look, I hate censorship. My opinion is this, Brandon, if you're going to be a free speech warrior, especially for online, standing up against online censorship, for the love of Christ, listen, Brandon, don't worry. The YouTube algorithm is burying our channel, so you probably will never see this. You will never see this. But could you maybe reverse back the rules to make it like how it was in 2015? You know how shocked you were when your friend said, yeah, his original channel was Sexy Phil? YouTube was a different place. It used to be fun. Do you remember fun, Brandon? I do. Remember fun? Maybe you could bring, drop the Uno reverse card. I know it's a tall order, but for fuck's sake, try at least. Because really, the algorithm's getting nuts here. It's starting to get stupid. Original link to the video, description box below. Hype up the videos. Like, comment, share. And you know what? We went live. None of you were notified because YouTube doesn't notify our audience anymore. So we're going to do another live stream again because we love you. And I love you. And once again, congratulations, Brandon. All the best to you, man. But seriously, if you're going to win and go to Congress, could you seriously just try and make things fun again? I know it's a tall order, buddy, but come on. 2015 YouTube is a lot better than 2026 YouTube.